Hello everyone, this is Michael Doc Simon. On this video, we are going to break down the cost of building a 3-bedroom modern house. Breaking it down, we're going to start from the foundation, the block work, the lintel, whatever it is, up to the finished level. Okay, so in the video, we assume that you have your own piece of land already. So we're basically going to break down the cost that is involved in the 3-bedroom house. We're going to be doing more of this video where we'll break down the cost of constructing perhaps buildings, swimming pool, fence, whatever it is. So we're going to be breaking down more edifice. I don't know. Okay. So, but before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would really appreciate it, and I'll be so glad if you can click on the red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime we post a video. So with me right here is one of my team guys. His name is Mr. Larry. He's a contractor. He's very good. All right. When I say he's good, I mean he's good. So he's going to be breaking down the cost of building a modern 3-bedroom house. Okay. So Mr. Larry, you can take it up from here.
All right. So thank you, VSM. I'm here to also assure you that this project is to help you understand. You already have your plot.
Yeah.
Wherever the location may be, we are ready to come over and execute your project for you. Have in mind that we have a 3-bedroom, 1-story, which comes with a secret roof. And today I'll give you exact breakdown from the foundation to the roofing. So we will start with the foundation. We are looking at the quantity or the volume of materials that goes down there inside the sand foundation. So we are looking at 12 meter cube, meaning that it covers all the concrete works, the pits, the beds, as well as the columns. Okay, so the number of cement you need for those things within the foundation, by calculation, we had 78 number of cement. Okay, now these 78, it's multiplied by the current price, which is 40 cedis today. Okay, so we are looking at 40 cedis as per cement today, depending on your location. Some locations it's even 38, some is 42. It depends on your location. So we are looking at 3,120. Okay, now the number of sand that will be used in mixing the concrete. Okay, concrete is made up of cement, sand, and the chippings. Okay, so the number of sand you are going to use, you are going to get 5 meter cube. Currently, it's going for 70 cedis per meter cube. 70 cedis per meter cube. So 5 sand, 5 times 7 should give us a 350 Ghana cedis. Now the chippings. Chipping comes in various volumes. You can buy as low as you want. But for these works, concerning these works, 12 meter cube per our drawing, we are looking at 11 meter cube. Okay, and per meter cube is 120 cedis. Like I also said, it varies in your area or jurisdiction. So we have 1328. Now, this is just the first step. Okay, because it continues, all the total will be given as we are moving. Okay, so these are just giving you just the foundation, what has gone into the soil or the various parts as per our drawing. All right, so we are going to look at the blocks that we have to erect from the foundation, the blocks. Now, the total blocks that we are going to use within this 85 meter square, we will need some number of blocks. So these blocks, basically, we are looking at solid blocks, sandcrete or quarry dust blocks, and we are looking at 805. 805 blocks. It depends on the area, but we are assuming the worst you can get is 4 cedis, 50 pesos. We're also looking at the same sand that will be used in the mortar. So we are looking at just cement and sand mix. Sand and cement to give us the mortar. The number of sand you need is 5 meter cube. And then the amount of cement you will need is just 19 bags in order to lay these 855 in stretcher course as per our design. There might be slopes. It might vary in areas as your land may be. You might need more or less of these blocks. And remember, every 2 bag of cement can lay 100 blocks. That is just by the way. Every 2 bags of cement can lay 100 blocks. So if you're able to have 855, I think just 19 bags will do. Now, per the cement, we initially mentioned that it is 40 Ghana cedi, and our sand still remains at that price of 70 Ghana cedis. Okay, now if you're able to multiply this yourself, we're looking at getting 3,982 Ghana cedi, and our sand is also going to be just 350 Ghana cedis. Our cement will give us almost 760 Ghana cedis. So I expect that you calculate this and write it down somewhere for your block works. Okay, for your block works. We need to move on to now with the reinforcements. When we say reinforcements, we are looking at the metals or the iron rods that goes into the foundation, and these are the substructure, which everything beneath the earth is substructure. Everything beneath the earth is substructure when you are building. So we are looking at the number of stackers or columns that we need in the foundation, the number of metals that goes into it. Technically, it will be very difficult to be able to tell you. We're going to work in tons. So for you to have an average, these are average calculations that gives you an idea. So we're going to need 10 mm. Okay, we're going to need the 16 mm. This symbol is diameter. That's the size of the iron rods. We're also looking at 12 mm. Okay, so with our foundation, we are looking at just 0.515 ton. With the 16 mm, we are looking at 0.35 ton. With the 12 mm iron rods, we're also looking at 0.13. This gives you the status from the foundation for you to be able to have strength in order to connect the existing iron rods and continue your project. Most people want to build up to certain limits because they may not have all the monies at once or all the funds at once. So we urge that at least you can start with something which will help you. And that's why we are giving you this breakdown. Now, per ton itself is 3,600. That's the standard, 3,600 for all 3,600. When you multiply this by this, it gives you an amount of 540 Ghana cedis. Likewise, with a 16 we have 1260 Ghana cedis. Not far from that, we also have the 12 that's 0.13 ton. That will also give us about 468 tons. In fact, we did these calculations before coming, but if you say we're going to take time to be calculating with the calculator, it's going to take longer hours. So we're just summarizing everything for you. All right. So with this an idea, these are the number of tons you need. Not forgetting what binds them is called a binding wire. The binding wire are used to tie the iron rod so that they are able to be in position until the concrete comes and be able to settle on it. So we just need a binding wire, just two coils of it, and one is 70 Ghana cedi. So we are just looking at 140 Ghana cedi. With this calculation, I strongly believe you'll be able to understand what your budget is running into. And this is value for money. Okay, this is value for money. So we've had our block work, we've had our concrete that goes into the foundation. We've had the iron rods also. So, all right. So now we're going to jump to the formwork. Okay, the formwork. The formworks are the supports given to the blocks that have come into the foundation. They need to be bound together. So they are usually, let me use a better word, they are nailed to the wall and a concrete is cast in order to form bonding between the blocks and then the iron rods. So the number of boards you need, let's see, the Wawa boards, better word which everybody knows in Ghana or any market, we need about 39 pieces. Okay. Depending on your location, we are using 70 cedi as our calculation. We also have the 2x4 scouting. These are terms used in our industry. 2x4 scouting, that's small wood or special woods that are used. Now, we will need to know that we will need just 15 pieces. This would help support the Wawa boards within the foundation so that they stick in position. And one is 40 Ghana cedis. Now, with the nails, we need a nails. And this time we need the 3 inches nails. 1 pound, we need 10. 1 pound is just 7 cedi. Then we also need a 4 inches concrete nails. 4 inches concrete. We just need 1 box. Okay. And that's starting with the multiplication. So we are looking at 2,700 Ghana cedis. The next will give us 600 Ghana cedis. We also have 70 Ghana cedis. The one box of the concrete nail or the 4 inches nail is just 13 cedis. I strongly believe that if you are behind your computer, you can make use of your calculator so that you'll be able to understand the perfect amount being spent in the foundation. Yes, we are not done yet. At least we've covered some areas to help you understand. In building, there are stages, and each stages varies. Okay, but in giving breakdown, we can start at any point or direction. But I believe we are using the steps in our filling. Some of the designs, the plumbing work starts within the foundation. So we have some pipes passing through the right places as per the drawing given in the foundation. With this drawing, you need a 4 inches pressure pipe. We'll need almost six of it. We'll need 6 of these pressure pipes. Now, pressure pipes helps us to be able to, and not since the foundation cannot just be assessed after it's built. We need a pipe that can really sustain the pressure coming from the waste or any other parts of the building, since we will be using them often. And then we are looking at 250 per 250 per pipe. Then we also have the 4 inches bend. We will need the S100. The S100 is a special glue that we use in bonding the pipes. When we cut 2 pipes are joined together, we use the adhesive called the S100. Then we need an end cap. The end cap is needed because, as at that time, we are not going to use the building. So we need to cover these pipes so that we don't have insects and other rodents trying to penetrate through these pipes. Otherwise, we might have a snake hiding somewhere, and that can be very, very harmful. So these are the things the pipes will need for a quick start. It may vary in all buildings or projects as per drawing. So we are looking at 1, and 2. Okay, so we have 55, we have 25, and we have 8. If we multiply, we're getting 1,005. We have 55, we have 25, we have 16. These are all Ghana cedis. My brothers and sisters, I think we've come far. So far, we've been able to understand what goes into the foundation. We have the iron rods, we have the block work, we've spoken about the plumbing works, and we've also spoken about the concrete that is casted within the foundation. All things being equal, we are now coming to cast the oversight concrete. That means that the floor that you are standing in your house right now is called the oversight concrete. Some have been screeded and value have been added with finishes such as tiles, such as wood, such as all kinds of areas. So this is just the breakdown. We're almost done with our foundation works. So I am saying that we're going to look at the 15 meter cube. 15 meter cube. One may ask, how did he come by the 15 meter cube? So it's basically the length, the height of the concrete. Okay. So we have the length, the height, that's the thickness of the concrete. And we also have the size or the length, the breadth of the concrete. So let's say the width. That will give you the volume of concrete. And with concrete, we need cement, we need sand, and we need the stones / chippings. You may call it however you may call it. But even before we were able to come this far, let's not forget, lest I forget, we need a laterite. Laterite is a sand that is used to fill within the holes after the walls have been erected. So these sands are special sands. Usually they come in rough edges. Some are stones with sand attached to it, and they are usually red. Okay, so ensure whatever goes into the building, you can have an idea. If you don't have time for these things, we assure you that we are ready to support you by supervising your projects and ensure that the right thing goes down there, because that is just the foundation. That is the first core of the building. If you don't have a good foundation, I assure you, you might not be able to sleep at all, and that is not good for your health. Okay, so with the laterite, we are looking at 40 meter cube. I'll come here. I'll come back talk about the laterite. Let's focus on the concrete. Okay, so we still have our cement being the same price, 40 cedi. We have our sand, 70 cedi. We have our stone or chippings, 120 Ghana cedi. The number of cement that you need to cast all the floor is 98. The sand, we just need 6 meter cube. And with the stone, we just need 13 meter cube. If you really want to understand these things or picture them, we have a 20 meter cube tracks. You see that big tracks, the yellow, it has different colors. Yeah, we have sizes. We have 20 meter cube. So if a sand or stone is heaped, we assume that that is 20 meter cube. You can buy them in cubes or in stages as and when the need arises. Okay, so if we have to do our maths again, we'll come back 3,920. Then we have 420. 420. We have 1560. Okay, 1560. So this gives you an assurance that you are going to have 6 inches thickness of your concrete, which you and I, wherever you may find yourself, you may be standing on one or your other location you may be. But I mentioned about the laterite since I've already started with this. Now with the laterite, we are looking at 40 meter cube. 40 meter cube. Now, the laterite is a red sand, as I have explained before, and it's used for filling. So we are looking at 40 meter cube. Now, this is compacted at every stage. So when they feel small, they compact it. Remember, the floor has been disturbed because you dig down there in order to put in your foundation. You have disturbed it. So we need to fill in the gap between the floor and your existing oversight concrete. So per calculation, we have 40 meter cube, and it varies, but at least with a moderate price, 65 Ghana cedi should be able to help you. So we have 2,600 Ghana cedi, and that will give you at least. Now that means that we are looking at two of the tracks. If one is 20, you are looking at two, which is able to give you the 40 Ghana cedi. So my brothers, my viewers, our viewers, at least you've had an overview of what goes into the foundation. Lest I also forget, some may apply where you have iron rods tied around the building to hold all the building together. That comes with an extra cost. But less we did not include in this because we have a safe site and that might not be needed. So that's why you don't see that applicable here. In order to understand very well what has happened previously in a foundation, the total, basically from the digging, the trench, and everything concrete that goes in here and there, we are looking at an amount of 41,849 Ghana cedis, 33 pesos, including waterproof painting, which wasn't mentioned, including waterproof painting. So this should give you an amount of what goes into the foundation. All right, so we're moving to the superstructure. We are done with the substructure. We are moving to the superstructure. Superstructure is anything above the earth or the foundation. So we're going to get the number of blocks that we are going to use. We are using an area of 141 meter square. 141 meter square. That is the area that we are going to use. So the number of blocks, the cement, the sand that we will need in order to lay all the walls. So with the number of blocks, we will need 1,410 blocks. We also need just 5 cubic meter of sand, accompanied by just 32 blocks is cement, 32 cement bags. So we are looking at the total 141 square meters of block work. Remember, it might sound too small, but after calculating the areas for the first and second floor, we're going to subtract the openings. When you say openings, you are looking at the doors, you are looking at the windows, you are looking at anything that has no block work within that frame. So these are the figures that we need. The number of blocks we need is 1,410. With the 32 number of bags, should be able to lay a course in stretcher bond 1,410. The sand mix gives us the mortar. So we need 5 meter cube. Earlier on, we explained meter cube, which the tracks comes in meter cubes. So the price for our blocks is 4 cedis. Remember, this is 5 inches blocks. The first one was 6 inches blocks and might vary at any point in time. So we also have our cement, 40 Ghana cedi. We have our sand, which is also 60 Ghana cedis. Now, if you're able to multiply this by this, you should get 5,640, followed by 122.
You need to do the math.
No, okay. I
Yes.
interchange 128. 128. 1,280 cities. Then the sand is just 300 cities. Okay, so this gives you a block work that goes into it. Now we also have every joint needs bonding. So we have the concrete that goes into it. Now with the concrete that goes into the block to bond them together, we might also need a cement. We need the sand. We need the chippings or stone. Okay. Now with the cement, we need about 53 concrete. With the cement, we need just 53 number. With the sand, we will need just 3 meter cube. And also with the chippings, we need 7 meter cube. Now, what we change here is our 40 Ghana cedis. Our sand will also change. We said it's 60 cedis. And our chippings, which is 120 cedis. So when we calculate, we have about 2120. We just have 180 cedis. And also we have about 84. Am I right? I hope so. Right. 840 Ghana cedis. Oh, I may wrong. This is just the concrete works that goes within what we have here. All right, so we're going to move to the slabs. The slabs, the plastering, the formwork, they all comes together, and it all amounts to 28,600 Ghana cedis for our super structure. I think that's what we are working on now. So we are looking at a slab of 15 meter cube. Slab is 15 meter cube, yeah. Our cement, we need 105 number of cement for our slabs. We'll need sand. We also need the chippings. Better name stones. Okay, so these slabs is the breakdown we are trying to give. So we also need um, 6 meter cube of sand. We also need 14 meter cube of our. All right, so we have 4,160 Ghana cedis. It's just 360 Ghana cedis, and then 14 times. It might vary. Let's just use 100, 1,400 Ghana cedis. So this uses the concrete that goes into the 15-meter cube as our slab, floor slab. Now we're going to look at the screeding. We're going to look at the screeding. Now, with the screeding, we are looking at an area of 100 meter square. 100 meter square. So if you don't have an idea, at least you should be able to know the number of bags of cement you're going to use. So with a 100 square meter, you just need 34 bags for our screeding. We only need sand, which might also vary, just 6 meter cube. So it might vary at every time in area. So with this, we are looking at these prices. Now we have 1,360, and then we have 360 Ghana cedis. So this is the total amount of screening that will go into the finish, preparing to receive the finishes or desired material. It can be tile, it can be block, wooden finishes, depending on what you prefer. So these are the number of cement and sand you will need for your finishes. All right, so we're going to move to the other side. Prior to that, we mentioned before the slab will be ready, we will be able to need, or we need some number of supports, which comes from the bamboo. Some use bamboo, some use 2x2, some use so many methods to support the floor slab. So the boards, better name, Wawa board. We are looking at an area the 130 meter square for the preparation of the floor to be made. Okay. So the board, we just need 25 pieces. Okay. Now we have 2x4. These ones will be used for certain areas that the beam will lie on. Now we have the 2x4 scouting. The 2x4 scouting, you just need 34 pieces. Now we have the film plywood. Others may call it marine board. Okay, marine board gives you a smooth finish. Otherwise, you can still buy the Wawa board and use a polythene sheet so that when the concrete comes on the prepared floor to receive the concrete, it will not create bonding between the wood and then the rubber. Okay, so we need a film plywood. We also need nails. We need, some will prefer bamboo, better name. So the bamboo, at least with 100 pieces, we should be able to 100 pieces. We should be able to get our floor suspended. We also have about 30 kg pounds or kg. We also have our film plywood, which is called marine board. Some sell 120, others prices may also vary. Okay. All right. So I think these ones will come here. Let's deal with the number first. Sorry. We have 24. We have 34. We have 40 of it. The nails, we will just need 30 kg. The bamboo, we said we'll need 100 pieces. Now let's come to the prices. Okay, we are looking at 60 Ghana cedis per board. It might vary in area that you stay in. We also have the 2x4 as 30 cedis. We also have 120. Might vary area you stay in. That's the film plywood, which I've explained earlier on. Now the nails, they also vary 6 cedis per pound. Okay, we need 30 pounds. The bamboo, we also have about 5 cedis per bamboo. So in total, we have this giving us 1,500. Then we have 10, 20 Ghana cedis. Then we have 4,800, 4,800. Then we have our 180 Ghana cedis. We also have, in total, we have about 500 Ghana cedis. So when you're able to add these, it gives you an amount which you can record down, and the final one, which is in green, will be the 28,600 Ghana cedi. Now a quick one. I think I've mentioned almost everything that needs to come, except the concrete works, which goes into the columns, all right, so we are looking at 8.2 meter 1 meter cube. All right, for our concrete works in the superstructure. So we are saying that we need cement, we need sand, and we also need stones. Okay, so with the 8.221 meter cube, we need 53 bags of cement, accompanied by just 3 meter cube. Okay, and the stones will also just give us 7 meter cube. Okay, we'll still use 100 cedis as our standard price or more, if depending on your location. Then 60. Then we are looking at the cement. Also, it might be more or less 40 Ghana cedis. Okay, so we have 2120. We also have 180 Ghana cedis, and we have 700 Ghana cedis. So this goes for your understanding, the concrete works within the columns and other areas to help us have a feel of what materials makes up the columns, concrete, and all that. Okay, so we've established a fact that 28,000 Ghana cedi, you should be able to have this superstructure done at this cost. Okay, remember we are just having this particular drawing as shown on your screen, and that's what we are trying to take off in order for you to appreciate the value that you put in. Okay, so we're looking at finishes. With finishes, we are looking at painting works. We're starting from painting works. With painting works, we have 592 square meter painting. All right. So with coral, there are 20 liters. That's the bigger size. Covers about 375 meters square. So we need about seven because of the number of coats. This is for one coat. So depending on the number of coats that we will need. So we need about seven of them. And one is 460 Ghana cedis. We're also looking at potty filler. Potty filler. We are looking at 40 buckets. We are looking at 40 buckets. And the price, this is a local potty. You can buy the coral paint and use also, you can use the potty, you can use the local one, the leyland, the lilac, and then the family, those local ones, so that you can be able to minimize cost. Okay, so we are looking at okay, so let's take the ceiling. The ceiling, we recommended for the ceiling, you buy shield paint. And we are saying with all the ceiling, just 2 buckets will be able to cover those areas. Then the potty, I think we have to increase the number. Okay, another potty filler. We have seven, right? Yeah, at 70 cedis. Then the shield, we are looking at 220. Okay, so this gives us an idea of the painting works. This is for the ceiling, while this is for the area of the blockwork covers. So you'll be able to paint your house with these number of paints and also potty filler. It's also good to have all the holes sealed. That's why we need the potty filler to fill all these holes before the painter is able to have a smooth finish. Prepare by sandpaper. He will sandpaper after potty, then he will use the ruler or the brush, whatever he may prefer to get your paint work done. Alright, so we are saying that 460 and we are looking at 3,220, and this should give us 22,800 Ghana cedis, and just 440, and then we are looking at 490. Okay, so in total you should be able to get an amount to take care of your paintworks as well as your ceiling as described with the in the drawing. Okay. Now you may have a wooden surfaces, which depending on the type of ceiling, some areas might have wooden finishes and needs to be sandpapered and sprayed. So that can be an additional cost, which is also embedded in the cost. But we really won't talk much about that because it varies about the drawing. Now we're going to talk more about the tile works. Okay. When we talk of tile works, we have China, we have Ghana made, which is also a good quality finish. We also have the Spain, we have Italian, we have some from even America around the world. But the preferred market has chosen Spanish styles and it's outstanding. So the price range varies from the tiles you choose and also the sizes. So we are looking at 60 by 60 tiles. Okay, covering all places within the building. So we need 167 boxes of those tiles. Remember, I said it starts from 60 Ghana cedis to 300 Ghana cedis. So we have chosen an average one, which is 120 Ghana cedis. That should be able to give you a good finish, a moderate finish, and that can last over 50 years lifespan. You are assured of that with the spring tiles. I'm not trying to say the other ones are not important or doesn't fit the purpose, but I assure you that if you're able to use the Spanish tile, it's gonna go a long way. Now with the kitchen, sometimes we have the wall tiles and then the bathhouse. So we need 173 of them for your kitchen, for your bathhouse, and other areas. We also need a cement, normal cement, Portland cement. And then we also have the tile cement. The tile cement. We need grout to fill in the holes between the tiles. We also need a metal strips. Some designs comes with the metal strip. Other tilers are also good without them. So it depends on the tiler you are using. But metal strips helps the tile stay within a defined course. So and does not cut people. So wherever we need a metal strip to be introduced appropriately, please do and help your contractor understand that it's very important to you. You should put them in. So we're looking at the cement. We'll need about just 60 bags of cement. We need a tile cement, 102. Then we also need the grout, just 10 sachets. Then sachets. Then we also need the metal strips, 40 pieces. Okay, so we're going to give you the fair price. We are looking at 90 Ghana cedis for our 25 by 40 tiles. We're also looking at our standard price for the cement. Now the tile cement also varies. Some sell at 20, depending on the brand. They have Permafix. Now we have a lot of them which have come into the market. But the world branded the one we know now is called the Permafix. The Permafix. Now with the grout, it's just 15 Ghana cedis. The metal strips might also vary, but we have chosen the 10 Ghana cedi. Okay, so the breakdown with this, we're getting 20,040. Then we also have 15,000. And so when it comes to finishes, I tell you, it's even more expensive than even the structure of the building. I'm not so um, surprised because you enter into some apartments and you are like, wow, we have a nice edifice. But have you ever asked yourself what is behind those tiles that holds the tiles together? They are also equally important. They are very important. So let us appreciate those ones too. But it varies. After all, we always want to see the beauty side or the aesthetic side of the building. So 102, 20, 40. We're looking at just 150 Ghana cedi and then 400 Ghana cedi. Alright, so it's not so much strange to spend almost this amount, 40,000, close to 40,000 on your tile works within. I think it's okay. Sometimes it's even way beyond that amount, entering into thousands of Ghana cedis. So this is even just the standard ones we have been able to capture within this nice edifice of the 3-bedroom apartment. All right, so quickly we're going to talk about the carpentry aspect. So we need a panel door, we need a security door, we need door locks, door hinges, door frames, windows, and ceiling. Now the carpentry works as I have mentioned and summarizing them. We need a door, panel doors, we need security doors, we need door locks, we need hinges, we need door frames, we need window frames, we need ceiling works. Now we just want you to understand that all these might vary in your coming up projects or your projects that you have. And with just 14,760 Ghana cedi, you should be able to have your doors, your windows, and also your security doors in place. I think these are moderate ones in the system. If you want to go higher break, we are ready to help you appreciate those ones. Okay, so these are the areas. Better still, the finish gives us 62,732 Ghana cedis. Only. Only. Now it says speciality. Most of these specialities are itemized. They are itemized. So that one we don't really give details because it varies from every plumber or every electrician. So with the electricals, we say prime cost of 6,000 for laying cables, pipe works, junction box, and main switch, and that amounts to provision. We said for electricals, we said make 6,000 cedis allowances. We also have the lights and other fittings costing 5,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so in a lighting with 11,500 Ghana cedi, you should be able to have your lightning working. We have a lot in the system now. We have good ones with good prices. So with this, we'll be able to get you the standard ones that can last a lifespan long than you expect. So with the plumbing, we also have some provisions made. Okay, so in all, the plumbing, we are saying that make provision of 16,500 cedis. Now, with this breakdown, it means that it might vary per the design, but by this design, we're going to get you a closed couple toilet basin, okay, and that is called, the brand is Twyford, for 450 Ghana cedis. That's the breakdown I'm giving you. We have the wash hand basin, we have the 200 Ghana cedi, the type. The shower, the set, a complete one, we are saying that we have 2,300 Ghana cedi, and you're buying 3 of that number, okay. But the pipes and other works unforeseen is itemized as 4,500 Ghana cedis, and this should be able to help you understand that. Another provisional sum, 2,500 for all external piping works. So that gives you an amount of 16,500 Ghana cedis. Okay. Now, my chairman or my colleague draw my attention to the roofing. Now, the roofing was also itemized, and we ended up, since it's a secret roofing, it's less expensive. It's very less expensive because that will not demand a lot of wood. Neither will it demand a lot of sheets. Okay, the sheets, we have aluminium, we have alu-zinc, we have various types. So depending on your location, you need to seek the right advice for the type of roofing sheets you are going to use. So in this area, we are saying an itemized amount of 13,200 should be able to do our roofing, and it will be secret, meaning that you don't see the roof up there, but all you see is that when it rains, it's able to shield and shelter you appropriately with a sound mind and a good sleep. All right, so quick one. We have our roofing, we have our plumbing, and we also have our electricals. All right, so electricals I mentioned earlier on. All total 41,000 for the speciality. $41,200 Ghana cedi, which includes the electricals, the plumbing works, and the roofing works. These are the specialty, and they are very key things that needs to be done. Okay, remember that when it comes to electricals, we also always recommend cable metal or the Techie brand. These are standard ones I have worked with, or we have worked with. Okay, and we've gone far with our clients. So far, none of our clients have reported about these things. Okay, we are not here to advertise these products, but they are standard materials. We encourage you out there to purchase for your projects, and you never regret it. All right, so with the summary of all these structures, from the foundation up to the substructure, including the roofing, secret roofing, we are getting a total of 260,661 cedis, 91 pesos. The pesos is very, very important. That's what it completes the transaction. So all these added together, including the labor of all the artisans that involved in the work, are 45,675 cedis, 58 pesos only. All right, so with this amount, in order to appreciate the contractor's supervision, the contractor's effort, and giving you the top-notch work, we are looking at price charges between 15% of the total amount to 40%. It might vary. This is for you to understand initially that it comes with cost depending on the type of projects we are looking at. But averagely, with this amount, added 15% upwards is our charge. We can be able to execute a nice 3 bedroom and suite for you, and you will be marveled. You love the work that we've done. Thank you very much. And this is the summary.
So it's been a long video, and then Mr. Lai was able to break down the cost of this um, bedroom modern house to 260,661 CD point 91, which is equivalent to $43,441,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's just the breakdown. So if you want a structure like this, okay, you can actually contact us and we're going to put it out for you. Or maybe you have a structure in mind that you want to put up on your land. We can actually do that as well, just as Larry has stated earlier. Or maybe perhaps you have an ongoing building project and you want you want us to come in and then supervise the whole work from whatever level that you have gotten to the finished level. We can also do that. Okay, so it's a whole team. All right, so far as it has to do with building, you don't have to be scared. We can handle it from the 0 to 100%, even 150%. Okay, so that is it for this particular video. We're going to be coming up with more breakdown as this, and then we're going to be having a more time with Larry, do more breakdown, so you get to understand and appreciate construction work and all that. So we appreciate your patience, and we thank you for being a part of this wonderful video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click on the red subscribe button and be a part of this wonderful family. Until next time, stay blessed and peace. Don't wanna